Yeah.
Grilling, baby.
Yeah, we grilling, baby. Yes, yes, y'all. Yes, yes, y'all. In the words of the Reverend, this sugar sick world, it's a mess, y'all. But we've got a plan. It's the best, y'all. It'll pass every one of your tests, y'all. Get on the keto train today. I'm back. It's your man, Homesick Buckeye, here on the Keto Cookout on the Tuesday night. We're going to let some folks come on in the room. We're going to let the word get out, man. Like, share if you're watching. Let folks know we are here. We are in the building on a Tuesday night with the Keto Cookout. We're going to make it do what it do. This is a new edition of the Keto Cookout, and I have a guest with me, a guest host with me tonight. He is my friend, my brother, Mr. Greg Wendell from My Weight Loss Life. Brother, how you doing tonight?
Man, thanks a lot, Russ. Thanks for that lovely intro, man. That was awesome. I appreciate it. I love being on the show tonight, man. It's going to be a good time, as always, and should be a lot of fun, a lot of laughs, and I hope the audience loves it as well.
Yes, that is what we are here for. That is what we're here to do, man. We love to make people laugh and smile. We love to make people feel good about themselves, feel good about this keto life. It's done so much for us, man. We get joy when we think about it. Joy in our hearts and meat on our plates, baby. That's what we do.
That's right.
Yeah, so we're going to hopefully make you laugh, smile, let folks come on in. Shout out, I see my girl. That's my girl right there, my ride or die. Nurse Kim's in the building. I see you, sis. Love you, sis.
Nurse Kim.
Good to see you. I got listen, he is the waterfowl community's public enemy number one. Ducks and geese and quail everywhere despise him. He is none other than my man Rick, Charger Mopar. What's going on, brother?
How you doing, Rick?
Yes, I've got my nephew. I got my family here. I'll talk about that a little bit later. My nephew.
Awesome.
Levi is in the building. Yes, we made him famous in a video a few months ago.
I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, Levi. He's watching actually from my living room, family. He's not kidding. And there you go. That's what it. Yeah, there goes. And listen, this is a guy who has only seen bacon in his uncle's kitchen. He has never
really.
He has never partaken of such a thing. But he is here. Love it. Shout it. Anybody else coming in the building there? I don't know. Forgive me, folks. You know, I'm not a whiz on the chat. I'm not a whiz on all this kind of stuff there. You know, I used to understand all that stuff, but
you're doing great.
look, I don't know if I'm doing great. I'm doing the best I can do, family. We're trying to fly this plane and build it at the same time, but we are here. And we'll tell you what's going on. We'll talk about the new changes on the show coming up. And then if you want to join us, we've got a link in the stream. You can come on the stream and hang out with us if you wish to. Shout out to my man Darth Carnivore is in the building.
Hey, how's it going?
How's that, man? Good to see you again. Come on in. And first things first, you know, are you feeling good, brother? You know, I feel great. How do you feel, man? Do you feel scurvy? Do you feel any scurvy coming on? You know, what's ketogenic people, you know, we're known for scurvy. We don't get enough vitamin C. Everybody knows that. So you're scurvy free. You feel a heart attack coming on. Do you feel anything like that going on? Do you feel?
Dude, I'm feeling good, man. I can't complain.
You don't feel malnourished. You don't feel like you're missing something.
No, life is good.
Are you sure, man? Because listen, I can get you a heck of a deal on some arugula. I can get you a heck of a. If you like artichoke hearts, I'm just saying. I know a guy. I got a guy. You know,
I'll take bacon, please.
I got you. My man John is here. I love that.
Johnny, how you doing, buddy?
Listen, I love that, man. He is somewhere at a dress barn, getting ready for the next Christmas ugly sweater uh, contest.
Right.
You know,
He
shout
won
out
the
to
champion.
him.
He won that contest too.
Yes. My man John won our ugly Christmas sweater contest with a sweater he got from Lane Bryant. Uh,
I think it was a lady's sweater too, if I remember right.
yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yes, I
Yeah.
don't think I'm not sure they have any men's clothes in Lane Bryant, brother. I'm not sure if they do. Maybe they do. I don't. I don't
Ladies
know. I'm
department.
pretty sure they don't at the dress barn. But yes, good to see him, and appreciate you being here tonight. Want to thank everybody for all the love, man. Got a lot of love here lately. A lot of folks reached out to me after the last episode of the show, said, "Hey, please don't stop the show. Please keep it going. We enjoy it." So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep it going. Gonna make some changes. Gonna make a few changes, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But I just appreciate all the folks that say they enjoy it and want to keep it going. So we're gonna try to keep it going for you. Give you something to laugh and smile at about on Tuesday evenings, and talk about things. We talk about what you want to talk about. If you got a question or something interesting or a comment or whatever, you can of course put that in the chat. If you want to come on the stream with us, same deal. You can put that in the chat as well.
You get to be with the best two looking dudes on YouTube. If you come on,
Well,
show, you can't complain about that.
Well, listen, speak for yourself, man. Listen, I'm fully. Hey, listen, I'm comfortable and happy to be the ugliest guy in the room. So that's why I invite dashing, handsome guys from Wisconsin like you to be on there. He's for you. All the low carb ladies, all the keto cuties around the world. We we brought him in here for you tonight. So again, but Greg is one of several people that's going to join me on the show. Moving forward, we're going to have a little different format, and we are going to have guest hosts come in. Each week, we have several folks that have committed and talked about coming in with me to host a show. In addition, and we'll have a rotation. In addition to our great friend Greg here, we're going to have a few people. I'll run down a lineup of folks who have committed and folks who have said they will definitely be a part of it. I'm excited about it. I see my girl Gail. Man, listen, Gail has been under a rock somewhere. Where you been, sis?
How
Where
are
have
you,
you been?
man? It has been a
Yeah,
while.
it's been. Listen, I thought some vegetarians might have abducted you or something. So I thought you might have, gotten abducted somewhere. Good to see you. Oh, we got some more folks coming in. I see my girl Laura Russell's in the building. Hey, sis, good to see you. Bruce is here.
Hi, Laura. Hi, Bruce. Hi, Jessica.
Yes, how we doing? Good to see you. So anyway, man, we are going to have a little different format moving forward. We are going to have outstanding friends of mine, some of my favorite people, and Greg's going to be too in here too. And we're going to have a rotating guest host come in each week. Greg's going to be here this week and next. But after that, here are just a few of the folks who have committed to coming on here with you and making you laugh and smile. We have got none other than the duck hunter himself, Charger Mopar. Charger Mopar is going to be in here in the building. You give him a round of applause here. He will be one of the guest hosts up and coming. All right. We have got my girl, my sister, my ride or die, Nurse Kim. Shout out to Nurse Kim. Nurse Kim is going to be in the building with me as a guest host on the rotation. My other sister, if you're grilling, chilling, or killing something, Laura Russell is the girl. She's the one you need in your life if you're doing any of that. Shout out to Laura Russell. Laura is going to be here with me co-hosting the show. Shout out to her. And in addition, we also are going to have my man Dustin Cade from Keto Simple. He's agreed to be part of the rotation,
Nice.
and it's just going to be awesome. And I can't wait, man. And there's others. There are other people too. Some folks are looking to clear their schedule. Some folks are looking to open up some things, and we're going to have some outstanding folks to come in each week and hang out with us, have a little fun, have some laughs, and we're excited about that.
Yeah,
Excited. More folks coming in the room. I see my man Sean Beard. What's going on, Sean? Good to see you, brother. That's one of my horse. It's in the horse community. You guys know I race horses and such. So Sean is out there in Delaware, the state of Delaware, probably just killing the game. He's one of the best horse trainers on the planet Earth.
that's awesome.
One of the best to do it. He's awesome, outstanding, and he's so good. I can't get him to train a horse for me. He's too good, and I don't blame you, brother. I don't blame you for not wanting to come down and come down from the castle and hang out with the mere mortals. Cranky Carnivore Cutler, what's going on, brother? Greetings from South Arizona. Love that.
Hello. How's it going?
Good to see you again, man. Good to see you. Glad you're here. Carnivore Scott's in the building. Always good to see him. And we'll get going. I have got a couple things here. Got family here today, as I said. And we have a little bit of good and a little bad with that. I want to try to do a little screen share here. No. I love my family. I made videos with my family. They are the best. I love them. They just they bring me just the greatest.
Well,
But
Russ, they're anything like you, Russ. They're amazing.
well, they're way better than me. That's I'm lucky they're there, and I appreciate that. It's very kind of you to say. But my Pop Redden was here. Took a little spill, and he's actually.
Okay.
He's actually no, not really. He's in the hospital. He's been in there a couple of days,
Bummer.
and I've got some. I think I'm not the best at this, but I'm gonna try to maybe put some images up there for those who may not know them or have not seen some of my videos. I think I got some videos and pictures and stuff. But yeah, I'm going to. I don't know how to do this. I guess you can do a screen share
Yep.
somewhere.
Present.
Yeah. I don't know what I'm doing here.
Hey, if you guys want to put in the comments where you're from, we love to see that. It's always nice to say hello all over the world in this show. We'd love to see it. All right, Alabama, great. They did break the mold after they made Russ, that's for sure. Indianapolis, Alabama, Central Illinois.
I broke it. I cracked it. It's too much.
New Orleans.
Too much weight.
St. Louis. Johnny, you've been traveling all over. You've been in Iowa a lot lately too, I noticed. So that's awesome. Texas, Kentucky. Lots of people in here. Thank you for joining us tonight. Make sure you smash that like button. We always it helps get it out there to YouTube and the algorithm, and we love bringing more people into the show and seeing Russ's smiling face for the first time. How you coming, Russ?
Yeah, not very good. I told you I'm a D student here.
It's all right.
I don't know how to get images up into the I don't know how to get images into the system here.
If
So I
you
don't know
do you have it open in another window and then you do present and then I think you can click on the window.
And then the share screen. Maybe how about this?
It's all right. No big deal.
How about that?
There you go. That worked.
I don't know what it looks like, but yeah, that is my Pop Redden. That was a while back, and man, that was my brother Cliff, when when we were in the hospital with him. He died of glioblastoma, and I'm showing a bunch of pictures I don't want to show. But in any event, this is me with mom and dad years ago. Mama Redden has since passed.
I don't see that picture, Russ.
Okay. Did I not share it properly?
Hey, we're back.
I'm trying to share it one more time.
Yeah. Looks like we have somebody from Ohio in here as well. I missed that earlier. Thanks for coming in tonight. Carnivore Scott's saying close the window and reshare, Russ. There we go.
Yeah, it might be also on a slideshow setting or something.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's my Pop Red and my Mom Red. Mom Redden has since passed, and Pop is still with us. And I did a video with him just on his 85th birthday.
Oh wow!
Last month, up on the side of a mountain with my family in Kentucky. No internet service, no cell service, no nothing. We were out there for his 85th birthday.
Oh, that's awesome.
And, yeah, he was down here visiting me, and the family was here, and my brother and that, and he took a little fall. He's in the hospital, been in there a couple of days. Probably going to be in there another day, maybe two, and then they're talking about rehab for him several weeks, actually. So he's going to be here in Jacksonville with me for the next several weeks. And of course, that's just one
gets filled up and stuff, you know.
Yeah, and
for you.
Yeah, well, listen, I love when we'll see. There's this bittersweet. Of course, it's terrible. Shout out to Pop, love you, Pop. Is watching. Everybody in the family is watching. Love the family. The good news is for me is I'm not going to have to cook or clean anything for probably the next several weeks because my sister Debbie is coming in. She was also in the video that we did last week. She's also in the video. My sister Debbie's coming in, and Debbie, she's like a hurricane, man. She will be in here, and I'm excited because we are going to do some keto recipes. See, if you watch my channel, family, I can't make nothing but reservations. Okay, it's caveman cooking. I mean, so I've got some ideas, some things I want to do. Now, listen, me. We talked about this. I'm not, super carnivore. I'm carnivore-ish. I'm carnivore light. That's going to be my new channel. Most of the time carnivore. That's gonna, that's gonna be my new channel, part-time carnivore. So I'm gonna get, and I talked a little bit about this with some other folks, but I think I'm gonna get on the chaffle bandwagon. And I want to know from folks in the chat if you guys have made the chaffles. If you don't know what it is, it's eggs and cheese, and it's made with a waffle iron, and there's 1,000,005 things that people can put in them and have put in them. I saw somebody making some stuff with yogurt, like they put in cheese and yogurt, Greek yogurt, and eggs, and that was a little higher carb than I wanted. So I'm like, man, what can I do? And then also the thing I've heard about it is it's kind of eggy. So, which I don't have a problem with eggy. But I would like it to be a little more breadish. So, all you carnivores, hold your ears, hide your kids, hide your wife. This is about to be. I don't want to traumatize anybody with what I'm about to say here for the carnivore community that's easily traumatized. I'm looking at maybe a little bit of coconut flour, or maybe a little bit of almond flour, maybe a little baking soda to make it a little more bready. I don't want it to be. I'm not trying to imitate bread. Not trying to do that. I don't want to make cloud bread,
A little
but
more
I want
texture to it. Yeah, I know what you're
not,
saying.
not only that, but I want it to be softer.
Yeah.
So if we got any chaffle people in the building, the stream is in the chat. You can pop in and tell us about your chaffles. I'd be curious to know. We're going to do a little bit of that. And the cloud bread is too much. I see my man Bruce. Yes, I don't enjoy making anything in the kitchen. Nothing. I don't know. I don't even like walking through the kitchen. The only reason I go in the kitchen is because the food is in there. Okay? I'm just telling you. I don't want any part of it. I don't make anything that takes more, like if you have to use a kitchen appliance. Let me tell you a little story. Shout out to Ketogenic Woman if she ever happens to see this. Ketogenic Woman owes me $200. Okay, and I want my money, Anita. I know you're sweet and up there in Canada, and I haven't figured out how, but I want my money, sis. I want my bread. Okay, literally and figuratively. Okay, here is the story. I was watching Ketogenic Woman at 2 o'clock in the morning making that cloud bread, and she had the big stand mixer and all the stuff like that. And I went on Amazon and I bought a $200 stand mixer with her inspiration. It's all her fault. She was on there cooking up stuff, rattling them pans, making it look so good and delicious. And I'm like, I'm doing that. I ordered a stand mixer. That stand mixer showed up and sat on the floor of my kitchen in the box for 4 months until I gave it to my niece. That is the true story. Okay. I don't know what I was. Listen, she caught me at a weak moment. The cloud bread was called. It was called. I'm like, oh, I can make that. I couldn't make that to get out of jail. Okay, I'm just telling you, I couldn't make that for all the burritos in Mexico. So here's the thing. Now I saw this lady on um on the internet, and it had eggs, and it had Greek yogurt, and it had the cheese. And all she did was just I got that stuff in the house, and she just whisked it together with a hand whisk. And I'm like, I can do that. Now that I can do. No kitchen machinery required. All right. I got the whisk, I got the eggs, I got the cheese. I don't have the Greek yogurt, but I can get that. But I looked up the Greek yogurt, and it's just like I said, for what the bread it made and all that, it was too many carbs. I like to I'm in that 10 to 15 range. And I just want to stay there. And so this, and I want to do it as a rotational, in my rotation. So bottom line is it had too many carbs really for what I'm trying to do, because the way she made it, it would have really had to been the only thing I could eat all day. And I didn't like that. So I'm like, hey, let me see what I can do. So I started reaching out to people and started looking around, and we're going to try some different things because, again, I want to keep it to a certain carb level. I like where I'm at. I'm kind of in a groove right now. I kind of, I dig what I got going on here, and it's working well for me. I made a video this week about a non-scale victory. Also made a video about my weight loss. I was down 6 pounds from last month. So yeah, man, things are going the right way. I want to keep them going the way they're going. But I get bored. See, I get bored easily. I got a nice rotation in that, but I would like to mix something in, to the rotation to break some of the monotony, but not, not that. So you use a hand mixer for all those egg whites and all the egg white powder and all that stuff. I mean, that's, like I said, I don't know how to do all that.
I was going to say, yeah, you can do that. My wife did make a chaffle with natural peanut butter and one egg. And it actually wasn't too bad. It was pretty good. There wasn't a lot of carbs in it, but it was kind of tasty. that's the thing. It's kind of fun to play around with the different things. And I've had those with the almond flour and stuff like that in there too. It's okay. It just depends on, if you like the taste or not, I guess. But, that's the nice thing about keto. There's a lot of different things you can do with the recipes. And, I don't know. It's just fun to kind of experiment and learn and come up with some creations, I guess,
Yeah, I have I use my shout out to Lindy. Hey,
Hey,
Lindy, good to
Wendy.
see this.
Hi, Christy.
I see Christy here, Meeting Wellness. Hey, hey. I used to make egg salad. I talked about that. I've changed my diet up a little bit. I used to make egg salad and eat that a lot. I really don't eat that anymore. I still eat scrambled eggs, but I've even backed off of those just a little bit, just a touch. And I've upped my ground beef intake quite a bit. So I'm eating more ground beef, less eggs, and I substituted some salmon, some sardines, and some salmon salad instead of egg salad. And so it would be kind of cool to have something like the chaffle, maybe to do with the egg salad if I go back to it, or do with the salmon salad, or even with burger patties or just whatever. But it has to be, it has to fit into, my life in terms of, the carb counts and that kind of stuff because I like to stay under 15 a day.
Yeah.
So,
No, that's great.
yeah, so I like it to be, and a lot of people like them crispy and crunchy. That seems to be kind of a, I don't know,
It's
the running theme of them.
it's like
I don't
bacon.
really want that. Yeah. If I want crispy and crunchy, I will, I'll go burn something else in the air fryer. I got a long list of things I can burn up in the air fryer to make it crispy and crunchy. But I want my chaffles to be more softer and also something that'll keep, uh, you know, for a day or two or whatever. I don't know how well those crispy egg and cheese, chaffles, how well are they the next day when you go to reheat them? So
Hey, Russ, could you share the link again? Someone thought it wasn't working, so maybe
yes,
post that
and
again.
I certainly hope I'm doing
I put
this
it on
right.
my channel, but not everybody probably saw that. So
Yes, it is there in the channel again. And hopefully I'm doing this right because as I said, I'm not a whiz at this.
looks right.
Gotta get the hang of it, learn how to do it. And shout out to my ride or die nurse Kim. If she knows how to do this stuff, she can help me. But in any event, yeah. So I'm looking for something to add to my rotation. I like different flavors. I like different tastes. I get bored pretty simple with the same things, and you know, it's uh, it's just me. Some people can eat the same thing all the time. Some people cannot. Uh, it's just kind of how I roll.
I like to mix it up a little bit too. So
Yeah. I think I hear somebody in the driveway. Somebody's at the door. Who do we have here? It's Dr. Paul. Look who
how's
it
it,
is,
Russ?
everybody.
How you doing?
Our good friend, Dr. Paul Elijah. It is good to see you, Doc. We have, for those who don't know, we had Doc on a week or two ago. He is a ketogenic doctor in the Dayton, Ohio area. And I will let him explain all that. Doc, it's good to see you. Welcome. Glad you came back.
I'm just dropping in to say hi, Russ. It's great to join you guys. You guys got a movement going here, so it's
Well, I
nice to
appreciate
be a
it.
little bit a part of it.
Absolutely, absolutely, man. You're welcome here anytime. We appreciate that. And for the folks who don't know you, just give them a quick hit. And I know you got a book back there somewhere. Folks may want to buy the book or check out the book, or burn the book, whatever you want to do, as long as you buy one.
Yeah, we don't burn books. Yeah. Hey, the big news this week, though, is the continuous glucose monitors are going over the counter in the summer. Have you guys
Yes.
heard that?
Nice. No.
Yes, I have heard about that. Why don't you speak about that a little bit and tell folks who may not know why they need one, or even if they need one, or what the significance of that is? That's important, Doc.
So, most of you know what continuous glucose monitors are. They're those devices you see on the back of diabetics. I've got a metabolic health practice in Ohio, and I've been using them in non-diabetics and pre-diabetics for the last 7 years, because once people see what those carbs do to their glucose, how they spike and cause the rapid drops, then it can be life-changing. So I think CGMs are just great. And it's almost like the democratization of metabolic health, the fact that they're going to be over the counter now, and anybody can get a hold of one. So
that's great.
Yeah,
news.
I love that. I love that. Go ahead. You just had some ask, Greg?
Oh, I just said that's great news. I mean, it makes sense that people can be able to monitor it a lot closer. I think it'll help them be more successful if it's in more hands. So that's great.
yeah, when in my practice, I put a CGM. People come into me, they want to lose 20 or 30 pounds. You put a CGM on them and they see what's going on there with their physiology. And maybe their doc was talking to them about years about losing weight. The old, just eat less and move more and everything will be okay. But you put a CGM on somebody and it really can change their life. I've had, all kinds of patients. So I'm into CGMs, as Russ alluded to. I wrote the book on them. It's called The CGM Revolution for Non-Diabetics on Amazon. So now that you can get one over the counter on your own, maybe the book would complement what you're trying to do with your lifestyle changes as well.
Yeah, I love that. Just one quick thing. I was on the stream with someone, I can't remember, and they were talking about CGMs. They don't actually measure your blood sugar. There's interstitial fluid or something like that. And they were talking about the readings being a little, one or, just a couple of maybe points off, whatever. Can you quickly just talk about that a little bit for the uninitiated and what you think the importance or the significance of that is, if it's significant at all?
Yeah, well, there's variability. There's a little bit of variability. There can be up to, 6-8% variability as opposed to a drawn blood sugar out of your arm. But, the finger sticks have that variability as well. So they're just as good as finger sticks. And you put, the CGMs put a sensor under the skin, which equilibrates with the interstitial fluid, which is just the fluid bathing the cells that's under the skin. But that equilibrates with the capillary blood glucose that's right in that area. So they're a great tool. I wouldn't let being a few points off be an issue, because and I've had patients and they have a CGM on and then they do a finger stick and they say it's off, but you don't know which one is the more accurate one.
Yeah.
And the data in general is, I think, very good. So people should rely on them. And I use them diagnostically first for a couple weeks. So people just, I tell the people, because most of the people that come to me, they aren't low carb to begin with. I convert them, I proselytize and I convert them. But, just tell them to eat their diet. They see those spikes, they see their high averages, and they get religion. It can be life changing. So it's great. So, the last chapter in the book is CGMs change lives. And I really believe they do.
Yes. Well, CGMs change lives, ketogenic diets change lives, and ketogenic doctors change lives. So when you put all that together, man, listen, we got it all covered right here on the Keto Cookout. Well, listen, Doc,
you guys are doing great work. So I really appreciate being a part of this.
I appreciate that. I say it all the time. We do it from the grassroots. You guys do it from behind enemy lines in those clinics and hospitals, fighting the establishment and all that kind of stuff. That's important. Doctors listen to other doctors more than they listen to their patients. So, you guys
we're working on those conversions as well up here in Ohio.
Yes, man. Well, listen, folks, if you want to know more about, we'll have his information in the chat, but it's was it Dr. Colo?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. You tell him.
The practice website is Metabolic MDs, that metabolicmds.com. And I see patients via telemedicine in Ohio, Indiana, Florida, and Arizona. Thank you for allowing me to give you that plug there.
Absolutely. Come on here and plug
Yeah.
anytime. We need people we need people like you. We need people to see ketogenic doctors. We're all about that. They just have a different frame of reference, a different point of view, and than a standard American doctor. We need you. We appreciate you. And hey, man, you can come on here anytime you want. You already know that. But
I'll be back to visit Russ, but you know how I am about my bedtime, right?
yeah, exactly. You can't see it. He's got that coat on, but underneath it is fuzzy pajamas, ladies and gentlemen. He's got milk. He's got some coconut milk probably on the stove there brewing, and a bedtime story about to get read. So yes, Doc, I know you got to get to bed early, man. I get it.
All right. Thanks for letting me say hi.
Hey, it was nice meeting you.
Your
Nice
curfew
meeting
to be with us, brother.
Take care.
Let's see you, Doc. Yes, that is the good doctor, Dr. Paul Kalazik, and Metabolic MDs. Great guy. Met him in Boca Raton at the ketogenic event there, and got to chat with him, meet with him, and like I said, important work those guys do.
Yeah, definitely. It's nice to have them pop in here. I see we had some other people join the live stream as well. Hello, Brian, and also Carnivore Chair. How you doing? Hope you guys are having a great night.
Oh, somebody else is popping up there.
Hey.
I think it's.
Hey, look who it is.
Christy.
Nice to see you
Man,
guys.
I tell you what, listen, I have so many sisters. They're all over the place. I got family everywhere, man. I'm so lucky. I'm so lucky.
Even out here in SoCal.
Yes, I'm lucky you guys all claim me. That's what I'm lucky about. Because I don't know why you do, but you do.
I heard about your successes this week, and I had to come and say congratulations in person. In person, absolutely.
Well,
so
you are just as sweet as Tupelo honey and carb free. So I love that. Thank you so much, Christy. Listen, if you guys don't know Christy, she is her channel is Meeting Wellness. She is one of my favorite people in the space. Always upbeat, always got a smile on her face. Just a sweetheart. Always doing something challenging, silly, and funny. Which I can get down with the silly and funny part. But why don't you tell folks about you, your channel, and what's new, what you got coming up, what you got going on, and anything you want to talk about?
Yeah. So as Russ said, my channel is Meeting Wellness. And it's kind of it's a carnivore channel, low carb channel, keto,
That's
all
right.
the things.
That's right.
But it's
ketogenic living. Ketogenic living.
It's kind of a variety. So you might see me doing something crazy, silly, like Russ said, like sprinting down my street. you might see that. You might see some interviews. I just got off an interview with Limitless Lindy. So that was great. Go back and check that out. I think she was,
out to Lindy. She was the best.
That was a nice talk that we had. I enjoy a lot of interviews is kind of the thing that I enjoy a lot. I also do a lot of cooking, Russ. I think what it is they just like to watch us both ruin food. I don't know.
Yeah. Listen. No. People enjoy that. Now I've come to find out what that's about. Okay. When I go out to events, people walk up to them and they're like, "Oh, I love it when you cook." I used to think I was a terrible cook, but now I watch you and I realize I'm not so bad. I'm serious. That's what people say to me when they do it. So I get it. It's a backhanded compliment. I'm good for people's self-esteem because they're like, man, I thought I was bad, but this guy here, whew. Yeah. So I get it, man. But hey, I'm a man of the people. Anything I can do to make the people feel good about themselves, that's what we do.
Yeah. So I enjoy doing that. And now, my son has joined me. He's more of like a ketovore. So I'm doing recipes for him and I interviewed him. He's doing this to try to help his ADHD symptoms. So we chatted about that and he's doing great. And I'm converting my family members, one family member at a time. So we're halfway there. We're halfway there, Russ.
That is evangelism, sis. That is what I'm talking about, man. Evangelism. You got to be out there everywhere doing what we do, sharing this message with folks, man. that's what it's all about.
Yep.
It's just each one teach one, I think is the way they say it. And that way we don't have to change the whole world. We only have to change half the world, because that half can tell somebody, and then our work is done. So, that's the kind of the way I choose to look at it.
Yeah. Well, I've got half my family, so maybe the other son can work on my son can work on my other son, and maybe that'll work a little bit better than his mom.
Yeah, there you go.
Christy, I
Well,
like that short that you did the other day, a jumping rope.
Oh, yeah, see, I was jumping rope. You never know what you're gonna see. I think
Yep,
it was
that's
I don't know if
right.
it was raining that day. But I've also got some jump rope things going on. I did a live with Champion Within. He's in here right now
Yeah.
talking about doing some jump rope. So sometimes if I don't want to sprint up and down the street, then I do some jump rope sprints. But yeah, that was
yeah.
pretty. I mean, I got fancy. I was doing crisscross and yeah.
Yeah, see, that's why it's important. That's why it's important to watch lots of channels, people, because you will never see that on my channel. I will not. Yeah, I will not jump rope. I might step over a rope. Now that's I might do a rope step over, and if I tried to sprint somewhere, I would sprain my whole life, family. My whole life would be sprained. I would just everything except my face, I think, would be sprained. So yeah, we won't be doing that. But that's why it's important to see other people's channels where they do things like sprint and jump rope and cook good food. So that when you come back to my channel, you have something to compare to, compare and contrast. Uh, I'm here to elevate the internet, family. That's what I'm here to do. So when you want to come to Rock Bottom, come on over here. That's it. Well,
Oh
sis,
man.
as always, it's good to see you. What's coming
Yep.
up on your channel? What you got coming up there? I mean, are you on spring break or?
We still got like 2.5 more weeks until spring break. Like, is it spring break
Oh,
yet? That's what I want to know. No, we got 2.5 more weeks until spring break. So I've got some interviews coming up on my channel. I've got a couple of recipes in the works that I'm going to be cooking and posting shortly. I just did an interview with carnivore teachers, so there were 2 carnivore teachers on the screen. So if you want to see that's up there and ready to go. So yeah, it's just
This guy was on your show
oh great.
Friday.
Yes, great. See,
yeah,
so many I'm always interviewing somebody. Greg, go watch my interview with that guy
yeah, yeah,
right
yeah,
over there. We had a nice
yeah,
talk. And
yeah.
I'm gonna attempt, I think it was I forget his handle. I think his name is Steve. Anyways, has a keto channel, a pretty big one too. And I don't know why I can't remember his name, but he made some chips out of cottage cheese. And I was going to try to do that for my son. So like I said, I'm doing a lot more stuff, trying to keep my son, going. Not that he's wanting to fall off, but he used to eat, Doritos and stuff. Now he doesn't.
Yeah.
So I bought the cottage cheese and thank you, Rick. Yes, Steve at Serious Keto.
Mm-hmm.
Serious Keto.
Yeah.
He made these chips with just some cottage cheese that he put in the food processor. So I'm gonna give that a try. So look for me to hopefully not mess those up. That person, Steve, is very precise. So he had this very specific scoop, and I'm like, I don't have any of that. I'm gonna eyeball it. So we're gonna just see how that goes. So cross your fingers, see how that one is. But
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, if I get this chaffle thing put together, I might make a video about that. I got to get it figured out.
I got 2 little mini chaffle makers. They're still in the boxes. They just came a few days ago. Because again, for my son, right, for the burger buns, I want to get because he doesn't like plain burger patties. He tried it. He's like, I don't really like it like that. I'm like, all right. So I got a couple chaffle makers. So I'm in the same boat with you, Russ. We should ruin some chaffles together.
Yes, we're gonna do some of that. But see, but I'm not gonna put it on the channel if I don't eat it. So I gotta figure it out, make sure it's something I like, then I eat. Because if I don't eat it, I'm not gonna make a video about it and put it out there. So that's
fail
how I
videos.
roll.
Just
That's how
caveman
I
cooking.
roll. It's I keep it real on there. If it's nasty and disgusting and I don't eat it, I'm not gonna make a video about it and say yum. Yeah, I don't really
Oh
like
yeah,
it.
no. I would say this was an utter fail.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'm
yeah,
with
I
you
got it.
on
Those
that.
truffles are something I'm gonna be working on too. So
Yes. I think I'm discovering some things as we go here. I think yeah, see that?
There you
oh,
go.
look at him go.
That's right. Here we have Deep Thoughts by Homesick Buckeye. You know, these are the lunatic rantings of a D student. So there you go. I figured out, three-quarters of the way through the show how to put
It's all
people's
good.
information up there. So there you go. Better late than never. Better never than
That's
always.
right.
Better always than anyway. Sis, I can't thank you enough for coming by. It means a lot for you to come by and say hey to me and to congratulate me on my success.
Yeah.
Although my family's here, so I lost them 6 pounds, and with my family helping me, I could probably find them again. But that's okay. We will muddle through, and it'll give me something to talk about next week.
There you go.
This is Christy,
Well,
Meeting Wellness. Check out her channel. Like, subscribe if you haven't. She is the best, one of my favorite humans in this YouTube space, and I am sure I better see you again, sis. That's all there is to it.
I will stop by again. Thanks for tolerating me for a few minutes, guys.
All right, Christy. Take care.
We
Bye.
will see you later. All right. And these folks, some people, they don't even need
There you
to
go.
ring the bell. Okay, because they're at home. Okay, you don't ring the bell when you're home. Okay, and listen, family. The reason I brought them both on together is because these are two of a few people, including there's three, including my man Greg, who are going to be guest hosting the show with me on an ongoing basis, and we're one big family here. So we're going to have a four-way family shot for everybody.
Right.
And I'm so glad it's Laura Russell and my man Rick Charger Mopar. What's going on, family?
Uh-oh.
Come on, man. This guy's
Hello?
ankle bracelet. Yes, the ankle bracelet's going off there. Come on, man.
The ducks are calling.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Ducks, I guess they were calling. I always think of this as like, remember David Letterman had one of these?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, he had. Yeah, he not only did he have that phone, he had that microphone too. He got a 19. That is a 1989 Ed McMahon Star Search microphone, brother. What?
It works though, right?
I love it.
Can you hear me? I don't know if it works.
Yes.
It works pretty well.
There you go. It
That's
may
right.
be old, but it's just like me. It may be old, but it works like brand new.
And you listen, he's not just a duck assassin. He's the world's smartest duck assassin. He's got the entire Encyclopedia Britannica behind him. He's read it 17 times.
Well, actually, that's the Funk and Wagnalls Encyclopedia. Britannica's
Oh,
up there. But it is
Yeah.
behind me, so you're right. It's just on the shelves above.
There you go. I try to tell you, people. This guy, listen, he only looks like a dummy. Okay, he doesn't. He's not authentic.
You're
It's
there.
just the look. Okay, listen.
Yep.
Enough quackery here. Let's go to the one with definitely the highest IQ on the panel. My sweet sister Laura, what's going on, sis? I appreciate you joining us, and I hope you have some
Yeah.
chocolate information for us. I know you do.
I do. I did keto for 28 years. So chaffles were my thing. I could whip up with, and I didn't do egg whites. I only did egg yolks. The whites have always bothered me. So I always did egg yolks, cheese. You could mix bacon in there and make you can make them with anything. And if you're going to use one of the flours, I really think like the coconut flour is better for you. It doesn't cause as many issues, and I think it kind of holds together better also. So I think that's something I would do. But I do want to say two things. I want to congratulate you on your weight loss. And I
Oh,
also
thank you.
want to send prayers out for your father. That is my favorite age group.
Yeah.
I'm a home health nurse.
Yes,
So
yes,
those
yes.
are my people. So you got to get him
Yeah,
back to health.
yeah. It's just one of those things, man. It's
It's
difficult. It's
hard.
difficult to watch and to see. But you know,
Yeah,
like I said, I'm just lucky he's still with us, and we love him, and we're gonna,
absolutely.
do everything to make sure he's okay. But sometimes, sometimes
Yeah.
we have
And
these things.
you gotta remember something as they get older. Sometimes it's more of the quality than it is the quantity, which is hard. But
Yeah.
yeah, whatever you get, you kind of get, and just try to enjoy that. So, yeah. But otherwise, I do congratulate you. 6 pounds is a big deal. That's something.
Well, I appreciate that. It's all part of the process. Like I said, my family's here, and they're going to be here for an extended period of time. So I've lost those 6 pounds, but I may find them again because I'm in a house full of vegetarians, and they eat a lot of pasta and rice and beans and bread and fruit. And
Duck
Yeah.
if you've seen if you've seen, it's hilarious. If you've seen my kitchen or my cooking, I have the two big refrigerators side by side there. One of them looks like my life before, and one of them looks like my life after. If you like, I just do a
Yeah.
video of like before and after because it's just like when I open it, it's full of fruit and vegetables and leftover
Ew.
pasta and leftover
Yeah.
breadsticks and all that
Duck,
stuff.
duck,
And then you
duck.
open the other one and there's nothing in there but like 6 dozen eggs and some bacon.
That's
I gotta
definitely
send
the
you some
better
ducks.
refrigerator. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
needs ducks for
He
sure.
needs a load
Maybe
of
some
ducks. I
deer
need to get
too.
a whole van full of ducks and drive up to his house and let him go.
Oh, they'll feed them. They got enough bread in there to feed an army of ducks. I'm
Yeah, I can send you a
so,
deer.
yeah, yeah. Hey, listen. Hey, you heard. I know you heard your intro, sis. If you want to grill, chill, or kill something, you choose the one. That is my favorite. My favorite, and I love that for
I will
you.
not starve to death, and I will not depend on the government to feed me, not in this lifetime. So I take it
That's
into
right.
my own hands.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
listen. Hey,
see.
when the revolution comes, you will find me in Illinois.
There you go.
No, you won't find me, but I'll be in Illinois in a bunker somewhere, grilling, chilling, and killing
That's
with
right.
Laura Russell. And
I
listen,
was.
Right.
I just gave you a great show title
Hmm,
there,
I know.
Laura.
I like it.
there you go.
I, I,
Chilling
I
and
almost
killing.
got kicked off of YouTube. I don't know if it was this year or last year during deer season. And I just showed how I was like, field dressing it and keeping the kidneys and the liver. And oh my gosh, the people lost their minds. I was like, and it wasn't even vegans. Like I expect that from vegans, but it was people that like, can't you go to the store and buy your own meat? And I'm like, you do know it was on a hoof or had wings, right? At some point in its life, it wasn't born in the plastic. But yeah, so I'm
Mm.
careful what I kind of throw out there. Like I do show this kind of stuff. So like, I do cold pack beef and deer. You can cold pack chicken, hamburger, anything. So I do a lot of that cold packing. So it's in jars and stuff. And you can show that. They don't freak out, but
No,
it has, a leg bone attached to it or a hoof, they're freaking out. So I don't want to
I
have
haven't.
anybody, crying.
I haven't got any complaints about my iguana cooking videos, and that shows iguanas being cut up. I have iguanas in the sink. Did
Really?
you see those videos?
I didn't see that. I'll have to go back and see that. That would be awesome.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
I
there's a question, Rick. It says, "Is your
oh
channel on live stream tonight?" Now,
when
Pam, hold on a second, Susan. Look at that microphone, and you ask yourself that question: Does this look like the kind of guy that would have something on a live stream?
well, it wouldn't let me. It said there was too many people in the room or some technical issues. So no, it's not on live stream, but I'm sure it will be when I'm the co-host if there's anybody left to watch it.
Yes.
Because once they
Yeah.
see me, they're gonna just disappear. Count's gonna go boop 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 boom, and there's nobody here but me and the duckies.
Hey, I will be here. There's no doubt about that. But I'll have to look into that again. All this stuff is new to me. I'm trying to build this plane while I'm flying it, and It's just what it is. So
Sounds like
that's
Boeing.
yeah, right.
Oh no, not Boeing.
The door
Hey,
that blows off. Yeah.
hey,
Careful.
Plane
hey.
that drops out of the air. Woo!
Matter of
Yeah.
fact, it'll be exactly like Boeing. The door will fly off, but if you have a smooth takeoff and a smooth landing, everything else in between, that's extra. You know, you got adrenaline rush free on the house, baby. You know, you know how much people would pay to have that kind of excitement. People line up for miles to get on a machine that gives them that kind of thrill, and we threw that in for free.
Some people
Not
have too
I.
many thrills in normal life.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, so yeah, I try to figure out all these technical difficulties and all this foolishness and stuff there. But hey, one thing we don't have to figure out is the jokes. Okay, so how many you kill any ducks this week? Speaking of killing, I got two of the animal community's most wanted here, right here live in living color. So animals and their representatives all over the world are looking for you, both of you. What have you killed lately, Rick?
Iguana. I just killed an iguana a couple days ago.
Gotcha.
I was
Yeah.
riding.
Rabbit.
Well, actually, I was riding my bike. I saw one. I came home. I thought, man, I'm going to get my arrow and go to the canal. And as soon as I walked out my front door, one dropped from the tree. Boom, right on the ground. So it was like, here I am, ready to eat.
I don't generally feel guilty laughing at things, but for some reason I feel disgusting laughing at that. I just feel like less of a human being laughing at that. I can't explain it, but I can't stop laughing either. So it's like, okay, so
I think he
literally,
committed
go.
suicide.
Well, dropping out of the tree in front of my house when I got a bow and arrow in my hand is about as close to suicide as you can get.
Absolutely. Yeah. During deer season, I've had several where I'll shoot one doe because I shoot primarily just does. And like I'll be field dressing it, and I always have either my bow or shotgun or muzzle loader, depending on what season it is, with me. And 2 years in a row, another doe walked right out within like 20 yards. And I'm like, well, let's see. And I, sure enough. So I'm going to take advantage of that. As long as I got tags, I'm filling them.
Yeah.
That's it.
okay, hold on a second. Hold on. Let's rewind. Did you say bow and arrow?
Yeah.
I'm talking to Rick.
I have
Not
Yes.
like Olympic archery style. Did you mean
No,
a
it's
crossbow?
it's
Or you
it's
mean
a
like
homemade. No, it's a homemade.
Yeah.
It's a homemade crossbow made out of a spring, out of an old car.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
something I made myself for iguana hunting.
And mine
Okay,
mine
I
is
know
an
that you
actual compound.
okay. Yeah, I mean I've
It's
only seen them I've seen them in the Olympics, they call it archery. But you're telling
yeah.
me you have something similar, you have a contraption similar to that in your home that you use to hunt prey, like you're in
Oh yeah.
Yep.
the heron.
It's silent.
Yeah, the problem is if you go out here with an air rifle, people think you have a real gun. They'll have like 20 police cars circulating around because in Miami, anything that looks like a gun, people are super paranoid. But if you go over there with a
Very true.
crossbow, it looks like just some mechanical thing, and I strap it to the
That's what
bicycle and I can head
well,
over to the
that's what
canal and
I've seen crossbows, they look like more like rifles. They don't look like bow and arrow
well, they can if they have a pistol grip, but mine's a little different. It's got a couple of handles on it. It looks like a pair of pruning shears more than anything else.
yeah. Because that was the first thought that I had. The second thought is, why the hell do you have to shoot it? Can't you just run and catch it?
Oh, have you ever tried to catch an iguana?
No, sir, I have not.
Okay. First of all, they're very fast. You will never get close to it.
No,
I
okay,
mean,
wait, hold on. Whoop.
Even the one that fell out of the tree.
Okay.
well, that one was an easy target because it was right there. And I had the crossbow in my hand. He dropped on the ground. And the first thing I did, I reached for a shovel and whack, and I got him. So I didn't even have to shoot him. But no, I mean, I've had them. I've been working. I was replacing an air conditioner for somebody one time. An iguana ran across the yard, and I chased it, and it went right into the fence. And I grabbed it by the tail, and I was able to catch it and put it in a bag and put it in my truck. But most of the time, as soon as they see you, they go right in the canal and they're gone. So you got to shoot them, and you got to get them through the head into the ground so they can't run away.
Okay. Let's go back to something you said. Okay, before we do that, I'm going to remember this train of thought, trust me. But before we do that, my ride or die is here. My sister, Nurse Kim, is here, everybody. And she is,
Hey
listen,
guys.
please, sis, can you take over this stream and figure this thing out? I can't.
I don't know. I can pull up some comments. How about that?
Yeah, and like the layout and help me. Listen, I hate to say this out in front of people, but when you're as good looking as me, you don't have to be that smart. Okay. So I'm just saying, I need technical assistance. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'll figure this stuff out. Maybe we'll do some type of tutorial. Okay, back to you, iguana destroyer. Now listen,
Okay.
you made a statement. You said iguanas are very fast. Okay.
Yes, they are.
No. Cheetahs are very fast. Okay, iguanas are not very. There's no possible way. You're telling me that you in a 40-yard dash, you can't beat an iguana.
If I can get close enough to it, I can. But the problem is if the iguana is 100 feet away and the canal's right there and the iguana sees you coming, it goes straight in the water. So there's no way you're going to catch it. Only if there's like it tries to go up a tree, then sometimes you can try to climb the tree. But then again, I had an iguana go on my coconut tree one time and I tried to get it. And the thing knocked a coconut and it hit me on the head. Then I got really mad. Then I went in the house. I got the crossbow. I finally got him. But I ended up knocking out a coconut first. So I tried to shoot him. He moved around. I hit the coconut and the water was spraying on me. Then he was going around the other side of the tree. And then I got him the second time.
Okay, I need a minute to process that. Greg, help me.
We can see your wheels turning. You're like, I got to picture this.
Yeah.
We need video, Rick.
Yeah,
well,
we need you to get video so we can see this.
Yes,
it's kind of hard to get video. These things just kind of happen. I'm going along and there's an iguana. Like, oh, if the weather would get cold again, which it never does, I used to be able to just pick them up off the side of the road. The iguana be sitting there. You just pick them up, put them in a bag, take them home. And then you can take your time and cook them whatever you want.
That's why you're here, ladies and gentlemen, to hear these types of things that you won't hear anywhere else. You will not hear this anywhere else. That's why he is going to be a regular on this show, family. He is the one and only Charger Mobar, the iguana assassin himself. He is here with us. And now let's move on to people who save lives and not take them. Kim is here. How are you doing tonight? It is good to see you. You were in the chat and decided to pop on in, and she does not need a bell. Bruce put a comment in the thing, no bell. No, these people do not need a bell because they are not guests. They are home. They can walk right on in. No bell.
I have a new home. I'm so happy.
That's right. Come on in here to the cookout. Hey, you know what that means? That means you got to help clean up after everything is done too.
Yeah.
Well,
what happens? You give a hitchhiker a ride one time.
One
time you let that hitchhiker in, and your family for life, evidently.
That is exact. Hey, truer words have never been spoken. Okay, let me tell you. This one here, I was standing outside on the curb in Louisville, Kentucky, and she drove by and saw me standing out there waiting for an Uber, and she rolled the window down and said, "Hey, you want to ride?" She had Nicole with her. Shout out to Nicole, former fat girl. And yes, they picked me up and took me back and it was so nice and so sweet and so kind of them. And yeah, man, it's like, have you ever been? Hey, if you open up the door and let a stray dog jump in the car, he ain't getting out.
I mean, I didn't even really think about it, Russ. I probably should have thought about it a little bit.
That's right. That's right. I could be very
against you personally, but I've watched a lot of episodes of Forensic Files, and
yes. Well, you had a buddy. You had a buddy system. You had Nicole.
Yeah.
I mean, just because she's only 3 feet tall doesn't mean that she couldn't have helped you. I mean, she could have untied my shoelace and tripped me up or something. I mean, But that's why
I
she hangs
mean,
out with Nicole,
we
because you're
ran
for
into
Nicole.
scarier people later that night at the convenience store.
Well,
I think she was concerned about my safety.
yeah, you guys belong together. You and Nicole, two little people. Hey, standing, if you can stand on each other's shoulders. You'll be just over 6 feet tall. I got you. So, what's going on with your channel? Tell everybody what's going on. You got any videos coming up? You got anything exciting going?
Me? Just I don't know, just same old, same old, same old. Just trying to do a little bit more of it, trying to get myself to focus a little bit. I have a little bit of ADHD and yeah, off my Adderall. So
Yeah.
I don't know if this is good or not, y'all. I really don't. It feels good. I mean, Adderall, it makes you focus, but it makes you so focused that you forget about like important stuff, like your mom's birthday or, I don't know, you have to work tomorrow, things like that, it just like makes you dull and not very interesting. It's my opinion. Sorry if anyone's on Adderall, but that's what it does to me.
Well, that would explain that would explain some of the live streams I've seen lately. Did I just
You did just say that.
I'm off Adderall. I'm off it now.
No, I wasn't talking about you. I was talking about I wasn't talking about anyone. I don't know what I was thinking right there.
It's good to be off of Adderall or any of those meds, though, if you're able to get off of them. I think it's
absolutely.
I'm off of 15 different meds since 10 months.
Oh my gosh. That's excellent. So I wanted to talk about CGMs. I don't want to get too technical, Russ, but I did have a patient last year he's 75 now. He was 74 at the time, and he already had a CGM that he was wearing. And when he got sent to our home health agency for us to go see, he had already had an amputation just below the knee. And my first visit, to get him admitted, I'm looking at everything. And I said, "Hey, what's your blood sugar?" And it was 400, and that was fasted. He had had nothing to eat for 12 hours. And of course, my nurse brain is like, "Oh, shoot, you are not going to heal this, suture site, blah, blah, blah." I'm not going to get too technical, but the first 2 weeks, I really was like, "You got to cut out some of these carbs. Let's talk about this." And he really wasn't interested. He's a truck driver, and he's like, "I really like my, potatoes and 2 big bowls of oatmeal." And I'm like, "You might as well just grab the sugar container," but okay. But he had to go back in and have where they had to cut away more of that tissue. And I know his surgeon. I have worked with his surgeon before. And I'm like, surgeons don't like it when you mess up their area that they've worked on. And this surgeon has been known for, you continue to come back in, he'll take it even higher. He'll go above the knee, which would have stopped this guy from driving truck. You wouldn't be able to get a CDL in Illinois with an above the knee, prosthetic. So when he came home from that incision debridement, he was like, "Okay, what do I got to do?" And I said, "Just pay attention to your monitor. Like when you eat something, check it out, see what you're running at." His hemoglobin A1C on emission was 10.9, which is not the scariest. I have seen 14. But within 3 months, he was 6.7, and another 3 months after that, he was 5.5 or 5.6. They had to take the diagnosis of diabetes off and stopped all of his diabetic medications. So I was extremely happy about that. And I'm partially happy when I hear the FDA is giving, or not giving, but putting the CGMs out for OTC. The only problem is kind of like what you've probably seen also, is that when they make something over the counter, people's insurance doesn't cover it. And so that scares me for a lot of diabetics that are low income. So we'll see. Hopefully they'll do the right thing. So we'll see.
Yeah. It seems like usually when things go over the counter, though, the price goes down,
Yeah. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. And I appreciate that. Yes, we do. We have a lot of fun here, but we do like to give folks information we don't go too deep in the weeds, but we like to give you some information and try to motivate you to. This is all about health at the end of the day, and getting healthier, getting stronger, getting better. And back to the chaffle. Now we have the chaffle queen here, Laura Russell, with us, and we're going to lean on her. If you wanted to make more of a bready chaffle, how do you do it in your world?
If I was going to make it more, you want more of a bread consistency, then I would say you would have to use an almond or a coconut flour to get that consistency. And then you'd probably want to do more egg white than egg yolk, because that's going to give you, that thickness is going to cause it to rise better. And then you would want to go ahead.
Not baking powder.
You could. I mean, baking powder, baking soda.
You're gonna say you're giving me the gas face. What's wrong with bake? What's wrong?
Well,
I know.
Sorry,
you
I don't have poker face. I'm not a fan of using a lot of the different leavenings just because of the aluminum and junk that's in the products, unless you can get something that's aluminum free, which like Bob's Red Mill does make some aluminum and stuff like that, free stuff.
That's why.
So
I'm asking you, because I know that you are the authority.
Yeah.
That's why I'm coming to you, sis. You don't have to give me the gas face. Tell me. Just tell me.
I can't help it. It just does it. I don't play poker for that reason, because I lose. But I think if you have a hand mixer now, you don't need to use that big stand mixer. But if you do egg whites into, like with the coconut flour or almond flour, you're going to get plenty of rise with that. I think it'll be fine. And I think
I don't really care. I don't really care how it looks. If you see my channel cooking, it can look like, it can look like newspaper. Okay, if if I can, it's about taste. More of the taste and the, is it edible? Can I, because it's not. I'm not going to be eating it by itself. I mean, I'm going to be eating it. I'm hoping to, to mix it in with sandwiches or burger patties, or like I said, I make salmon salad, something I can.
A heart attack burger.
Yes, we'll make.
I just have to say, real quick interjection. I love Rick's whole aesthetic. I love the mic. It's giving Johnny Carson for sure. I love it.
Look at his phone.
It's excellent.
Okay, listen. Let's just call it like it is. You liked All in the Family. Okay, we loved Archie and Edith. That is the original. That is the chair that Archie sat in.
Hey,
yes,
I can't fault her for good taste.
Yes, that's right. I love it. That is exactly right.
And you want everything old fashioned.
Yeah. And again,
nobody can say he's not original.
That's right.
Oh,
I've said this before in videos. There is no one that has a background like me, that looks like me, or is as crazy as me. So you're right about that. When you think of ducks and heart attacks, who do you think of?
You got it. Yeah, you got it there. You got it there. Yeah, no argument.
Okay,
there.
This was the comment right here.
Yeah,
nothing more accurate than that.
When you're 157 years old, it's not original. It's called classic. There's a difference.
Or original,
like his cars.
Oh yeah. Who else? Yeah. Who else has a Dodge Charger, 69 Charger, or a beat up old Ford truck?
Yeah.
And a van. I have a van now. So now I can go by the river and be in a van by the river.
All right. Awesome.
Are you going to give out candy too, Rick?
Give out what?
Free candy?
Oh, no. In my van, it's going to be free steaks.
Yeah.
I'm coming to that one.
Hey, listen. If you want to hear a child scream bloody murder, let that dude pull up with a white van and roll down the window and try to say something to a child.
Oh my God.
Hey, listen, all you will hear next, the next thing you will hear will be screams and police sirens.
Hey, it could be worse. I could have a van load of ducks.
That's true.
Feathers all over the place. Quacking.
Yes. All right. Well, you have it on good authority, folks. No baking powder and coconut flour. And I will look up the Wonder. I will look up. Shout out to D Maver. Thank you so much. I will look up the Wonder Chaffle. I've seen several chaffle videos, but I haven't seen the Wonder one. But here's the thing. Okay, see, I didn't tell it all. I didn't tell it all. I didn't tell everything. These are my confessions. Isn't that a song? These are my confessions. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Ursher.
If I'm gonna tell it, then I gotta tell it all. Right? That's not how she said it. Okay, it has to fit my cooking ability, which is limited. Okay. What I know, listen, if what I know about cooking was gasoline, you wouldn't have enough to start a fire. I'm just trying to explain to you. Okay. So it can't have like a bunch of ingredients. It cannot require any type of kitchen appliance to mix it or any of that. It has to be like caveman level. Can I make it with a stone? Like if I took a rock and just chisel it into where I can mix something. Okay. So that's why this recipe with the eggs and the cheese and the yogurt was perfect because, you know, but I don't know if
Well, you
that
can do
Wonder
it
Bread,
really simple.
yeah,
You
if that
could
Wonder
actually,
Waffle
if you
has
wanted to
all that,
be as simple as possible, you
yeah,
literally, because like I'm just meat. So like I just do meat, salt,
I
water, that's
understand,
it. So
yeah,
I mean, you could literally just take hamburger, probably mix some egg with it, some salt, pepper, whatever you want, and throw that on there and make a chaffle out of that. You wouldn't even
yeah.
have to do something that was bread like and just have two or three of those if you wanted to.
I just don't
Because
want to eat I don't want to eat a waffle shaped omelet. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like I
yeah,
want something that has some little bit. And again, I'm not gonna eat these every day or whatever, but I'm just trying to spread my wings just a little bit. And again, I do want to keep it simple. I don't want a million ingredients for lots of different reasons. And I'm gonna try the coconut flour.
yeah,
And I thought of because I remember you telling me about putting some vinegar in there. I thought about
apple
maybe the
cider
coconut
vinegar.
flour, maybe the coconut flour with some sour cream um, could give it a whole different kind of vibe, and it certainly wouldn't taste eggy and probably not be eggy, and just enough to de-eggify it. I know that's not a word, but you know what I meant. So
Yeah.
that's communication.
We got you.
Anyway, that's
I,
where. Well, go ahead. Go ahead, Rick.
I used to make something similar to that for my mother because my mother was never going to go on the carnivore diet. And I figured, why would you eat that nasty bread from the store? So I was using the egg whites and I was using coconut, but I wasn't using coconut flour. I was getting coconuts from the backyard and then using that. And I mean, it was like bread. Mom didn't complain too much, but she always liked that stupid stuff like toast and muffins and all that nasty duck food. So it was impossible to try to keep up with that. I don't know why my mom hated meat so much. Maybe because she didn't like my diet. I don't know.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I don't
Susan,
like
that's
pork.
right. See, Susan said that's my recipe for heart attack buns.
Yeah, I don't like pork rinds. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. Pork rinds don't
Oh,
like me.
really?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah. We're not going to get into that. It'll be a whole different kind of stream. But yeah, trust me, I've tried. I've tried. It keeps you running. Okay, and that's another song. Oh, it keeps you running. So
Little
yeah,
Code Brown.
yeah, keeps you running. Shout out to Michael McDonald,
Yeah.
Doobie Brothers, one of my all-time favorite groups. She came from somewhere back in the long ago.
What you're saying is you can't trust a fart.
You have not done keto correctly if you have not pooped on yourself. Yes, I can.
I
Well,
never pooped
carnivore
on
for
myself.
sure. That first week or two of carnivore, it's kind of touch and go.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not gonna
yeah,
lie.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
The only
don't
time that
fart
happened to me
on this program. You don't fart, and you don't really find that out except for the hard way. So
until you
yeah,
go
Too
plant-based.
late.
yeah. So I listen. I can't. I got just a moment of sharing. I do kind of miss farting. I do. I
Oh,
think
no,
I do,
no.
man. I used to enjoy the clearing the room every now and again. I cannot lie about that. I gotta reveal that. feel like I
I'm
need to
so
do
glad
that.
I don't have to
to
do
my
that
close
anymore.
Some
friends.
Brussels sprouts or something.
I was going to say, being a deer hunter, I'm real glad I don't have that issue anymore. I can sit out in the woods for 6 hours and not worry about it.
Mhm.
Yeah, shout out Susan. So I don't care how I eat. I don't care how I eat the pork rinds. I've done it lots of different ways, use lots of different brands. It all tends to not work.
Hmm.
So, and it's disappointing because I really want, I try to use them like crackers. I try to use them as snacks. I try to eat them with other things, you know,
Breading.
it's like, I don't know. It's kind of like, have you ever been like a VIP where like you show a pass and they just wave you on through? I think that's pork rinds has some type of priority system in my digestive system, and then have just flash the car and they just they're just like waving all through. Yes, yes. Pork rinds are have a VIP in my
So,
digestive system. They don't
they're
stand
with
in
the
line for
band.
nobody. Yeah, they don't
They're with
stand
the
in line.
band, is
They
that what
don't
you're
wait.
saying?
Yeah, they don't wait. They don't wait. They go right on down. So yeah, so as much as I would like to use it, and I see all kinds of delicious recipes and stuff with it, I just trust me. I have tried, man. Listen, I think maybe if I grind up some ammonium AD tablets in there with the pork,
Yum.
maybe
Yeah.
that would work. But I'm pretty sure that has aluminums in it too. There, Nurse Laura. So
Yeah, it probably has a little bit of something you don't really want to have in your body.
That stuff doesn't
yeah,
work.
yeah. And
When I was
Susan,
on the plant-based, I tried Imodium AD. It did nothing. All it does is turn your diarrhea black.
well, no, that's Pepto Bismol turning the black. Ammonium AD,
Pepto is ugh.
that's roadblock America right there. At least for me,
Yeah.
that sets up permanent roadblocks.
Wow.
Greg
like
is
barium.
getting a real kick out of this. You all right up there, Greg?
Yeah. I'm just taking it all in.
yeah, taking it all in about us talking about taking it all out. I got
Two nurses
right.
with no nurse, no filter when it
Yeah.
comes to bodily functions, and Rick.
yeah.
Yeah, Rick, the total quack.
I use the Chosen Foods avocado mayonnaise. I don't. It's made with 100% avocado oil. So
I
don't
used
have
to
that
make
part.
baconaise.
Yeah,
Baconaise is pretty good.
Yeah.
But you don't want it. I know Russ is like, I don't have an immersion blender and I'm not buying one at 2:00 in the morning, no matter how cute the lady is showing it on the commercial.
Let me. I have a sound effect. I will have you know, sister, I happen to own an immersion blender. Thank you very much.
Well,
Now,
then you can make your own baconaise.
hey, just because I don't know where it is does not mean that I don't. That I don't.
So you currently
No.
own one, you just cannot locate it, maybe.
No. I do have it, and I have used it, but it's a multi-tool thing where it has like to dice up my eggs for my egg salad. I used to use it, and it has an attachment where I can use it as an immersion blender also. So I do, and I guess that's technically an appliance, a kitchen appliance. So I guess technically
It is.
I will use it. So yes, I would use that. I would use that.
'Cause you can make your own and it's cheaper and tastes better anyway. If you've got oil or bacon grease and egg yolk and some
Lard.
mustard, you got it. Or lard,
He
yeah.
said
I
lard.
use tallow sometimes too.
Yeah, that's
I
negative.
have so much tallow.
That's a
I
negative.
make so much tallow lotion. You don't like tallow or you don't like lard?
Oh no, I'm not like even like the
Never
egg
make it?
yolk. I can't make it with the whole egg. Yeah, I'm not sitting there separating them yolks. That ain't happening. No shot. No shot. We putting the whole egg in there. I'm gonna try that. This is like I'm not gonna do anything. This is my sister Debbie is coming, and I'm for staying at my house. You got to work. She has to. I know Papa's in the hospital and all that, but you still have a job to do, and we're gonna make chocolate.
And that is feed Russ.
Shout out to my sister. Oh, she can eat too. I'm not like that. It's not that kind. I mean, come on. What kind of brother would I be? It's just make something and you can eat it too. But yes, we're gonna make that is the royal we, meaning she, is gonna be on the chaffle maker, and we're gonna be trying that, and I'm excited about it. I really am because I'm ready to mix in some new things into my rotations. That is for sure. Well, I think it is time to kick some people out of my house.
It's my bedtime. This old lady has to be up in a few hours to work. I got people to poke tomorrow.
Yes. Don't we all? I
don't.
Mine's less enjoyable.
Sis, thank you so much for coming by. I'm so glad you came in and educated us on the choppers and everything else. You're just a wealth of knowledge. You know I adore you, and I'm glad to see you. She will be on this platform a lot. She's one of the regular co-hosts is going to be here, along with my friend Rick and Nurse Kim, who is the queen bee of the channel, and she's going to help me figure all this technical stuff out. So I'm going to kick you guys out, and me and my man Greg are going to
guys have a good night.
Take control of the program. Appreciate it, family. We'll see you soon.
Alrighty, bye-bye.
Yeah, bye. All right. Well, listen, it is back to where it started. You and me, we got to look. Still got hijacked by hostile invaders.
It was all good.
Players and crossbow hunters and all kinds of people.
It was a good time.
We made it through.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna figure out the whole photo thing. I'm gonna figure out a lot of things. But
oh yeah, you'll get it down. It's just takes a little practice. You learn by doing. You'll be fine. Next time I'll go on the right links so I can help you with that too. So
yeah, I'll make sure we do all that stuff right there, brother. But I can't thank you enough for joining me.
Yeah,
you're one of my favorite guys out here, man. I enjoy haven't seen you for a while, haven't been on the stream with you for a while. And I appreciate you filling. And you will be here next week, family.
Yeah.
We will be here next week.
I will be here next week.
And then the week after that is Nurse Kim, and the week after that is Laura, and we'll have a rotation.
Nice.
So, like I said, man, it's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to it. And we look forward to you guys. If you guys want to come in and hang out with us on the stream, you're certainly welcome to. We want to hear from you. We want to hear your stories, your successes, your failures, your everythings, or just come on in and hang out. It's about having fun, getting to know each other, and sharing our wonderful keto life. So I want to thank everybody for watching us tonight. We'll be back next week with another edition of the Keto Cookout. And as always, until then, we grilling, baby.
We grilling, baby.